What is up, everybody? It's Joe from JLW Games coming at you with another cool video. And today we're going to be talking more about Planet Coaster 2 as they were live at Gamescom not too long ago and actually showed off a little bit more gameplay and gave us a little bit more information. However, I'm not going to be talking too much about that because they didn't really show us much more than we already knew, unfortunately. So I want to talk more about what the people that have played the game have been talking about and been sharing some screenshots with. So I got a lot of screenshots here from Discord servers that of people that have actually played the game at Gamescom in Germany. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there because it's in Germany. So, but anyways, we got some screenshots to kind of talk about and go over a little bit, some more information, because we do have a lot new information about the game. Including Rudy Rankamel, who has actually played the game and actually did a video. I do recommend going and checking out his video about what he got to experience at the Gamescom game demo. So, because he actually got the 15 minutes to play. And yeah, so it's incredible. So let's go ahead and head into this a little bit more in depth. So we got the water coaster, the Mock Rides water coaster. You can see in the overview that it talks about mid-ride turntables, which we're going to get to in just a moment. But yes, we do have turntables in the game, backwards drops, and splashdown sections. So very, very cool to see that. And then we also have what looks to be some sort of raft ride as well, raft slide as well, which I believe is kind of like a water coaster style ride, you know, where you can actually have, you know, launches and propel yourselves up and down those water slides, which is pretty awesome. So good to see that in a game as well. And then next we have the turntable from the water coaster, which you can kind of see here in these few screenshots. You can see that the it breaks away and actually turns and comes off of the turntable. So to me, since this is in the game, I think it's going to be very incredible. And really, I mean, it does not like confirm switch tracks. However, I think it makes switch tracks way more likely that we're getting different mechanics and different stuff like this in the game, because it just means there's going to be a lot more, in my opinion, than just this. Now, there's no switch tracks in this build of the game, and it's a very early build of the game, so you know, and I'm sure it's probably only going to be, if we do get switch tracks, it's probably going to be in like the Intamin style coaster multi-launch, you know, that actually uses those in real life. So it's going to make sense of which coaster types it will be with. But this is already incredible that we have like a turntable in it. Now, I'm very curious if you can animate like scenery pieces with like this turntable. And that, since we can add stuff to the coaster trains, we can add stuff to animated pieces. That's another piece of a thing that we got. So like, you know how there's little animated pieces in game? Yeah, you can actually attach other scenery onto those animated pieces and animate those. So you can actually do like custom animated scenery items as well, technically. So I'm curious if you can attach it to like turntables and stuff as well. That would actually be really, really cool if stuff would turn with the turntables and you could like do a whole theming thing. I think that'd be amazing. So the next screenshot was a little bit on the water park side and completely takes away all the worries I had with water slides to begin with, and that is that they do have runways, the end runways for the water slides, so you don't have to plop into a pool like the little splash zones here. Like you actually just go on a runway and then you exit out of the flume. So that's really cool to see. I was very worried that they weren't going to have anything like this and that you had to go into a random pool all the time. So this was, to me, was one of the best reveals that I've seen that somebody showed off. So that really does help with my high hopes for the rest of the game. And slides, like that was my main thing with the slides. Another thing with slides that we saw in the gameplay that Frontier showed off is that lazy rivers, the way they're going to work is you just build the pools. You know, it's just kind of your pool builder, and then you just add these like little current jets. There's actually jets you can add to it, so you can add a current to it, and that's basically how lazy rivers are going to work. They're not like their own thing. You build a, you know, like a lazy river out of the pool tools, and you can add like little water jets to them and stuff. So that's how lazy rivers are going to work in the water park section. So going to the next interesting piece here is we do have a menu of the coaster builder. So one thing that Rudy did say is that it is for the most part the same as Planet Coaster 1, except we have a few new options here for the smoothing. So if you have the smoothing mod in Planet Coaster 1, you'll know that you can smooth in certain directions, like forwards and backwards. Well, they're actually implementing that into the game in Planet Coaster 2, which is cool. You can see that there is a smooth strength, and we also have a smooth type as well, so that makes a return. And you can also smooth selected, and then overall, that's how the smoothing tool is going to work. Now, if you have some eagle eyes, you do see this little icon up here in the top next to the gear icon, that there is an icon that has a track and arrows going left and right. Some people are speculating that is like special tracks where you can do like switch tracks, but I've also heard people say that is also just stations. I don't know which one is true, but I feel like stations would be under the utilities here, like in Planet Coaster 1. So maybe that's more special tracks. I think that is special tracks because you can see over to the right of that, you actually have like your pre-made elements and stuff. So like your pre-made loops and cobra rolls and stuff like that if you go over to the right there. And then you have your stats. So to me, this is kind of like a special type track icon where you can go in and choose what special track, like whether it be drop tracks, switch tracks, stuff like that. I could be wrong on that, and it could definitely be stations, but I feel like stations would be under the utilities like it is in Planet Coaster 1 unless they moved it. So that's one thing that is kind of unknown right now, and I feel like we're going to learn a lot more in the Frontier Unlock stream potentially on the 28th. So again, we're going to get a lot more information. I think we're going to get footage of the coaster builder on the 28th for the next deep dive, because they did confirm that the next deep dive is going to be in their unlock stream for the 28th. They did confirm that on this live stream that they went over, so that's something to note, that we are going to get that deep dive. So I will be live streaming once again my reactions to all that. So if you want to see all that, make sure you're subscribed and watch out for that live stream coming. So yeah, a lot of stuff has been coming out, and there's probably going to be more coming out in the next few days as more people got footage of this. We also, another thing confirmed is seasons, which I will have a photo for that as well, where you can actually see the forecast, and you can see that you can see like different seasons and stuff in the game as well. So seasons and weather are all confirmed. We are going to be getting some sort of seasons system as well. And if you didn't know already, that time passes a lot slower in Planet Coaster 2 as well. So there is the timing, I think it was like, I think Rudy said the 15-minute gameplay was only an hour in-game. So like an in-game hour took about 15 minutes. So the gameplay is a lot slower, and I think that's going to be because of the management side of things. So that's going to be really cool. We also got to see the pool builder in action at the live stream as well. I think that's a little bit that they kind of showed in the gameplay that they showed off, and basically it's just the same as the path builder for that tool, and you can have different depths. So there is confirmed that there are different depths on those on the pools. So worry no more. I think there's 3 different depths. One where you can walk in the water, one where it's deep and you have to swim, and then I think there's one where it's like level, just standing. But I'm not sure completely how it's gonna work. But that's basically the main stuff we got for that as well. So, but we have a lot coming on the 28th in the coming days. So like less than a week, we'll be able to get some more information about the game in the next deep dive. So I'm very, very excited about that. Switch tracks have not been confirmed, but we do have turntables And something else that was been confirmed by Rudy is that we are also getting elevator lifts for like at least the log flume. I think he said it was on the log flume, which is crazy to think about, that it was on the log flume out of all rides, but I think that is a good indication that we might get it on coasters and potentially the raft ride as well, where we're getting some cool elevator lifts as well. So very, very exciting. Be sure to check out my live stream of my reaction of the 28th on that next deep dive. So anyways, that's about going to do it for this. I'll probably have some more stuff for you guys later on as more information comes out about Gamescom, if we get more info about the gameplay. But anyways, until then, I'll see you guys next time. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe for more amazing content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks, and goodbye.